Our Porsche Restoration Challenge 23 story starts with a history lesson that changed Porsche motorsport forever. In the mid-1980s, a gentleman named David Deacon was hired by VW Canada, the Canadian Porsche importer, to spur languishing sales. Porsche Motorsport worldwide was on a run with Group C racing, and he figured a one-make race series based on the most affordable Porsche, a 944, would get buyers back into dealerships. And it worked. Deacon created a one-make series called the Rothmans 944 Cup, and in 1988, the series evolved into the Rothmans 944 Turbo Cup, using the Porsche 944 Turbo S as the base vehicle. The story of our 944 began last fall at Sports Car Together Fest, when I was speaking with a few folks from PCNA about converting a 944 Turbo to a faux Turbo Cup. When the rules were announced for 2023 regarding an individualization category, we started our search for the right car. I sought out a car with the right options from the factory that reflected how the Rothmans cars were originally built. Lightweight options like sound deadening delete and a factory limited slip differential were the most important. Our car arrived in a very rough state. The front fenders were damaged to the point where they couldn't be salvaged. Thankfully, replacement fenders were still available from Porsche Classic. All other panels were repaired and prepped for a glass-out respray in the factory color. Mechanically, the car was much worse. Poor scoring on cylinder 2 meant we needed a new crankcase. Again, Porsche Classic still makes them, and one was sourced from Germany. All bearings and engine seal kits were sourced from Classic, and local machine shops were utilized to refurbish the head, rotational parts, and the K26 turbocharger. During the competition, I made visits to groups that I believed were instrumental in figuring out the path we needed to take to make our car special. The first was with the current owner of 962-003, the car that won Le Mans the same year that our car was built. A sticker was made and sold at our first reveal event that raised over $2,500 for pets with disabilities. That sticker made it onto 962-003 at the 100th running of Le Mans in France. The other team is a shop that focuses specifically on the preservation of 944 Turbo Cup cars and campaigns them in historic sports car racing. They look to preserve, catalog, and bring awareness to the Turbo Cup. After selecting items from the Classic catalog for our individualization restoration, we reached out to the folks at Porsche Motorsport who were eager to assist us with parts lists dating back to the original program in the 80s. A subsequent trip to the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart also gave us insight as to the direction we needed to take. The items selected to turn our car into a faux cup started with the interior. The factory cars featured a Recaro SRD driver's seat and a script passenger seat. DAS Sport provided us with a roll bar modeled after the factory matter cage that was installed at Weissach. The engine bay had been streamlined with the addition of a beige-colored intake manifold, paying homage to the magnesium parts used at Motorsport. Our wheels are refinished in white with no center caps to look like the cars did as original. The suspension components are the exact parts that came on a Turbo Cup as delivered for the Canadian series. Bilstein adjustable coilovers were used with factory 951 part number springs and perches that came from an original car. The livery that was chosen was based on the number 89 Dicom car. We took some liberties with the design. The number was changed to 03, paying homage to the 962. The writing on the back translates to Jet Plane in reference to Jet the dog, and the exact shades of vinyl were adjusted to complement the stone gray metallic paint. According to Porsche, nearly 400,000 transaxle cars were built by the time the 928 and 968 completed production in 1995. Our goal this year was to continue the support and bring awareness to this era, as we believe it is far underrepresented within the Porsche fold. Thankfully, in the past few years, the vehicles have begun to be appreciated and are finally getting the attention they deserve from enthusiasts and celebrities alike. We look forward to seeing you in Chicago.